Hey, pressure washing businesses. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how AI will impact the way your customers will find your pressure washing business on the internet. And also what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you how you can make sure that you're staying ahead of the game by making sure that your business is as optimized as possible, no matter how the search landscape on the internet changes. Because now we know that Google has things such as the search generative experience where they actually have AI results, as you guys can see, which I will talk about in this video. And also ChatGPT has a capability to go ahead and find businesses, and you have other AI tools like Claude and others that also have the capability of, searching. And so for me, guys, I want to go ahead and make sure I can educate all the pressure washing businesses that I can so that you guys can stay ahead of the game, so that you guys can make sure that your business is still being found online on Google. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about, guys, is the traditional way of how people find your pressure washing business. And how is that, right? I'm in Tampa, guys, but I'll just type in something like pressure washing near me. And if I type in pressure washing near me, I usually see these local service ads. I see these Google ads right here, and then I'll see the Google map pack right here, and I'll see the organic results. And this is how it's been, right, guys? It's generally been this way the entire time. But with SGE, which I'm going to introduce now, the search generative experience is Google's AI-powered search model that uses generative AI to produce search results. So how does it work? Well, it crawls, uses an AI to crawl websites and other sources to create search results, which is the same thing that tools like ChatGPT do as well. And SGE generates answers to users' questions, whether that be product recommendations or summaries of multiple results, right? And so right now, what this is as customers really want a way to get instantaneous answers. They want to get, as the world progresses and as technology advances, we want the answer quicker and faster and at our fingertips. And so that is what these search engines are going to try and do, right? They're going to try to give you the best information as possible at the quickest time possible, which is why they're implementing things such as the search generative experience. So how does this look, guys, in real time? So if I were to go ahead and I were to say something like how to wash a roof, right? Bam, you see this AI overview. This is straight from Google, and this is an example of the SGE, or the search generative experience. And so right now, this is actually pretty smart, and these tools are actually pretty smart as well. As you can see, it says to wash a roof, first remove debris with. Now we know that you don't remove loose debris with a broom, right? We know that. So these things aren't going to be as informative. But the smarter that they get and the more information that comes onto these and the smarter that they're able to get, the more accurate this information will be. So as you can see, it says inspect the roof before cleaning, which you guys definitely should do. Remove any debris, which you can do. They even know about soft washing, which it says low pressure is the best, right? Avoid using high pressure on roof as it can damage the shingles. Consider a diluted bleach solution, right? SH, guys, we all know about that kind of stuff. And so it even knows about killing organic growth with soft washing. And it even gives us these sources, right? So right here, it's pulling up the sources that it got this information from. And so that's why it's even more critical to, to put out, very good content on your website that's very informative, because your content can be picked up by search generative experience. But that's not even the most important thing when it comes to your business. Now, this is even being rolled out for local searches. So if I were to type in pressure washing Chapel Hill, which I was doing some market research for a new client that we just got, right? And so when I typed in pressure washing Chapel Hill, I saw the local service ads, and then guess what? I saw the SGE, or the search generative experience result right here as well. And so right now I'm looking at, it's saying this, when I put pressure washing Chapel Hill, it says there are many pressure washing services in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, including companies that offer house washing, driveway cleaning, and more. And so right now it's like house washing, Vortex Pro Wash. Funny enough, guys, I used to actually work with this company. We used to do their SEO. We left on very good terms, though. That's just a side note. But we really set their business up to really rank. And so when I look at this kind of stuff, guys, right here, you'll look all around, and Vortex Pro Wash, Window Genie, Super Clean Power Washing, Blue Wave, East Coast, Greg Tilley's Pressure Cleaning, in this business, SPWNC, right? So they're giving all of this, and even if you go right here and you look at the sources, it says like pressure, like this actually goes to a location page that we have built for these guys during that time frame, right? And so that's why it's important to really make sure that you have your SEO dialed in, because now, guys, guess what? This is even like, to even get in the map pack, like this stuff even shows above the map pack and even the organic results. And so sometimes people might not even scroll down here anymore. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important that you get your website as optimized as possible, which I tell people all the time, because this is going to allow you to stay ahead of the game no matter what platform you're on, because I'm going to show you guys something else too that's really fantastic. Well, I shouldn't say fantastic, but really eye-opening as well, because all of these like AI, search generative tools like ChatGPT and what Google's using right now, they all kind of communicate and say the same thing. So if I were to put best pressure washing companies in Chapel Hill, right? Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And I were to go ahead and type that in, it's probably going to look very similar to the one that Google has right now. We'll see. We'll compare side by side. And so look at that now. Not all of them are the same, but Greg Tilley's, you know what I mean? Greg Tilley's was mentioned right here, right? Brilliant Exterior Services. So that wasn't mentioned right here, but I've done multiple searches on here, but we don't have that one right there, right? But Vortex Pro Wash, bam, Vortex Pro Wash is right there. So you have this right now, and even Southern Dreams, pressure washing and soft washing. When I click on this actually goes ahead and it shows me like their Google Business Profile map pack. So if I click on these, this is actually the Google Business Profile. You know what I mean? Like this is actually pulling up the Google Business Profile information. And I've already done some quick searches for you guys already to just go ahead and show you this in real time. You know what I mean? And so like when I even say like something like best pressure washing businesses in Raleigh, North Carolina, right, which this is another search, it actually has a list. You know what I mean? It actually has a list. And if I were to type in pressure washing Raleigh, you'll see that the results are very similar. And so if you really key in on the basics of SEO, you're going to go ahead and rank not only on these, search engine or these search generative, experience results, but you'll also rank in ChatGPT. Because let's take a look, right? Blue Wave Pressure Washing. When I said the best pressure washing businesses in Raleigh, North Carolina, if I type in pressure washing Raleigh, guess what? Blue Wave Pressure Washing is the #1 result that shows up. There goes Vortex, the guys that we used to do the SEO for, they show up as well. Guess what? It says it's closed right now. This is even giving me directions, which I don't want you guys to pull up on me because it's going to say Tampa right here, so you guys know I'm in Tampa. But it's going to automatically give me directions from whatever device I'm searching from. So this is going to really change the landscape, and it's going to change the game of how search is going to go ahead and be done, because now it even has the map in this sense, right? And it'll tell you the sources right here. You know what I mean? And so they're pulling this information, which you see it says citations. So that's why when guys say citations, you know what I mean? Citations aren't just important just to have citations, because a lot of citations, honestly, guys, 90% of the citations that guys end up getting, like on Brown Book and these other low quality ones, those aren't the ones that Google's looking for. It's going to be even more important to have like your Instagram, your Twitter, right? Your Nextdoor profiles, maybe an Angie profile, all of your Facebook profile, your YouTube profile, your Twitter profile for your business, to have those even more optimized in that sense, because it's going to be able to, that's what Google's doing. When it says citations, it's looking in these search generative tools, they're looking for mentions. That's all citations are. It's just mentions of your business across the web. So the more mentions you have on your business, the easier it is to rank, which is why you want to make sure that you have your Google business profile as optimized as possible. And you also want to make sure that your website is as optimized as possible in that sense. Because if I look right here, guys, like I said, pressure washing in Chapel Hill, you have this right now in like Super Clean Power Washing, LLC, Blue Wave Clean, Greg Tilley's, when I typed in pressure washing Chapel Hill, other companies, Vortex Pro Wash, East Coast Power Wash, Durham Power Wash, like these are all doing that. And even if I were to type in right here, like it's going to match. Even if I were to type in right here and I type in pressure washing Chapel Hill, which I'll make sure I don't get the search, I'll make sure that I type this in right here, guys, and we'll see who ranks like #1 and all of that. Look, Greg Tilley's pressure cleaning ranks #1 right there, guys. Like you have Blue Wave Clean ranks #2. You have East Coast Power Wash. You have SPWNC, right? You have Rolling Suds. You have Vortex Pro Wash right here. And guess what, guys? All these results that are on the first page right now are just showing up on ChatGPT right now too, guys. So really ChatGPT and that, because if I type in, which I'll do that again when it comes to best pressure washing companies in Chapel Hill, like Greg Tilley's, he was ranking #1 already. He also ranks right here, and they just literally pulled the source from the website. And so, even if I were to type it in, like if I could say something like, I'm looking for pressure washing services in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, can you give me a list of the top companies in that area with 5-star reviews, right? So I could do that. I can even go even further and take it a step further right now for the 5-star reviews in that sense, right? So it's showing these for people that are known for their excellent 5-star reviews in that sense, which that's why reviews are going to matter, So which of these companies does roof cleaning, right? And so like I'm getting instant answers like right now, which is like, of course I would have to like see the way that search is going to change is usually I'd have to like click on the website, you know what I mean? Look at the website and do all of that. Now, is your websites going to be important? Yes, because this next step I'm going to show you. So it's like, provides comprehensive roof cleaning service as highlighted by customer reviews praising their work on roofs. So bam, like they're literally getting this information right here. Like this was from Thumbstack. They got specializes in house roof gutter cleaning and environmental friendly products. That's why I say, guys, when you get listed on and you optimize profiles like Thumbstack or you optimize your website, this is where they're getting that source from. Also, right here, if you look at Vortex Pro Wash or like Super Clean Power Washing, they're getting this literally from the client's website. You know what I mean? Right here from the Chapel Hill page. It goes to the exact page for Chapel Hill in that area. You know what I mean? And they might talk about roof cleaning in that sense. But since it mentions it, it says they have that. Greg Tilley's right here. So they're pulling that information from the website. So that's why your website is still ever so important, because you want to be able to display that information in a manner that these search generative tools such as ChatGPT and even Google's own search generative knowledge is going to be able to pull that, right? And so that's why all of this is important. So if you're still hitting on the fundamentals of SEO, these are the things that you want to go ahead and do, because as I said, guys, this is getting to the point to where like I can look at that stuff and like if I say like best pressure washing businesses in Columbus, Ohio, when I even did this, like I'm looking at it and it's like, man, like I can call this business like right now. I could call that business immediately from here. I can go to their website immediately from here, right? In ChatGPT right now, And so this is what you guys need to make sure that you're staying ahead of. And so, don't fall for those guys that are like, you need to optimize for your AI and all of that. Yeah, you optimize for AI by providing even more helpful content to your users, by still sticking to the basics of search in that sense, right? And so, the longer it takes you to implement these or not even these tactics, but these practices, because we don't like to do tactics, especially here at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros. But, the faster that you implement these practices into your digital marketing presence for your pressure washing business, the easier it is to stay abreast and the easier it is to stay ahead of the game. So even when you're making blog posts, right, like how to wash a roof, you know what I mean? How to wash a roof. Let's say this, like how much does roof cleaning cost, in Tampa, which I was saying Atlanta. I was just saying Atlanta. How much does roof cleaning cost in Atlanta? So right now, guys, this is why even blogs, I tell guys, you don't want to just make blogs just to blog. You know what I mean? You want to make it hyper-focused, because look, in Atlanta, the average cost to clean a roof is this. Where are they getting this information from? They're getting this information from Home Guide, and even like Squeegee Squad has this right here, right? They have a blog like how much does roof cleaning cost in 2024. But imagine if somebody actually had right here an actual page that said how much does roof cleaning cost in Atlanta, which everybody always does general blog post. You know what I mean? Like factors that influence roof cleaning costs, which this says best electric pressure washer in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like that's what it says right there, right? So that's not something that we want to go ahead and do. But that's why even the blogs that you guys are posting on your website do matter, and you might want to make them more localized based, because if you make them more national based, you're competing with a bunch of other businesses. But if I said how much does roof cleaning cost in Atlanta, look at this. Like I'm looking at this. Nobody has a blog like that says like cost of roof cleaning in Atlanta. It's just very generalized. And I'm sure that the cost of roof cleaning in Atlanta differs in the cost of roof cleaning in Seattle, just because of like the lichen that might attack the roofs that are in Seattle, and you might not get lichen that attacks roofs in Atlanta, right? So you have those two differences in that sense. And so that's why it's important to have localized content as well, and to make sure that you're not blogging just to blog, and that you're really blogging and you're really doing your research whenever you're doing something like this. And so if you guys want to stay ahead of the game, right, this is something that we've done for countless of our clients. Countless of our clients have driven hundreds of thousands of leads, gotten hundreds of thousands of dollars from the search engine optimization services that we provide. And so if you guys need help with that, like I said, go ahead and visit our website here at Pressure Washing Marketing Pros and schedule a free strategy session, and we will be able to go ahead and ensure and make sure that you stay ahead of the game, and that no matter what platform it is, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Google search, SGE experience, that you guys stay ahead, and that you're making sure that your local customers are able to still find you, right? Because it's only going to get harder, and you need to at least implement the strategy for yourself or partner with the right company that can do so, like ourselves. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, thoughts, or comments about this video, or any questions, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I personally reply to all of the comments that are left on our YouTube videos. So yeah, guys, other than that though, you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.